Hello! You are watching The Garden Corner Show. It's a show where we are crazy passionate about everything gardening that we know of. Only problem is we are very, very real. I'm J-Dog Jonn Karsseboom. I'm out here with Mr. Dave and Mr. Trevor too today. Hey, I want to go over real quick about hunting moles. What to look for in an effective mole control. You can see here what kind of damage moles can do to a great lawn. Now there's lots of different choices, but I am just going to choose I've got one particular choice that I like, and I'm going to go run you through all the way on how to capture the mole, including the carcass of that mole, until we know we've got him. That's what I think I like probably the best, is that actually seeing that we've got that, because a mole and the family can really cause a lot of damage. The one that I like particularly is the Cinch mole trap. So again, lots of different versions, but I like the Cinch mole trap. Woohoo! Now, some things about the mole. Moles leave a mole hill. They don't leave an open hole. So that's the difference you can tell between whether this is a mole hill or a gopher. And the difference on traps is that this is a little bit longer and a little bit bigger for a gopher. But since it's just a rounded hill, we know that this is a mole hill. Generally, so we've established the critter. When I look at hold on, I can't litter. Always good to read the instructions first. But hey, I've gotten lots of moles over my lifetime, so I've got this down pat. So now, pros and cons on the Cinch mole trap. This is how it looks like. Okay, just looks like this weird plate. It's got this lever right here. It's got a couple of dangling things there. I'll show you how to set it up. And it's got this little trigger thing right here. Pros and cons. What I'm looking for is real effectiveness. So that's where I put my money, should I say. So I want a remedy that would be very effective. Some cons on this, guys, that we do have to dig out the mole hill. So let's go do that. I'm going to set it up real quick. How I'm going to do that, by the way, is a mole. If you dig underneath here, what you'll find is two tunnels, one going one way, the other one going the other way. And how we're going to do is set these up so one goes down one hole and the other one goes the other hole, like that. So that's how we're going to set this up. And I'm going to dig the hole just about as big as this right here. So wherever the trail leads me. So we're going to dig it out just like that. Now, moles are busy all year round. What happens in the winter time is they just go deeper. They don't like the cold, of course. I can start seeing it already. A little bit more here. Okay, so we've got that dug up. normally what I do is I just take a screwdriver or something pointy and I go around the trail looking for a hole, any light, anything that's really light, like here it's going down this way. So then I kind of look on the opposite side, and there it goes this way as well. So if you can see, now it goes in about just that far there. But there could be another hole as well. This one looks like it's going this way. And then here's one too, just the opposite side. It looks like it's going this way a little bit. So that's one thing I do bring in a screwdriver with this, is because what you don't want is to go in and there's a turn in the tunnel. So because what's going to happen is the mole's going to come through here, it's going to knock this trigger and it's going to get cinched right there in the middle, in its middle. So I'm going to find the best hole. This is a really open hole here. On this side, shoot, it's not that great of a hole. This looks like it's going this way. Let's try this way. So this one goes this way pretty well. Let's try the other side. And that one goes this way. So I'm going to probably stick it into these two holes versus these two holes. Now, it might be that the mole comes out these two holes, so I don't know. But we're going to just give it a try. How we set it up is, this is the trigger right here, and we're going to pull this all the way over. And we're going to lay this guy over that arm, and this one over that arm. This right here is where the trigger is. I'm going to lay that right over the top. So that is, it's open, it's ready to go. Now when I put it into the hole, I'll put my hand right over that trigger and fit it in there. So something like that. So there it is. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one, because usually you have to do one or the other, because the mole might come out this way. So I'm going to pull that over, pull this over that, so it makes an L, and then I put the trigger over it just like that. So now it's open, ready to go, and I'm going to stick this one in this way. Let's see, I thought I had it. Okay, let's try that again. Put that over. It's getting caught on something. There we go. So, that one in just a little bit more. So, and that one in just a little bit more. So we have those two. Now, if something were to come over and it's just going to move this lever over, so it's not all that dangerous. We certainly can cover it with something, so if you like. Now what happens is that mole feels that air, and it's going to want to bury create that molehill again, so it's going to come back, because it doesn't like its tunnels disturbed. So maybe in half an hour, maybe in a day, we'll check it back. So anyway, that is we'll be back to show how this works. Is this all one video, Mr. Dave, or is this the show for the day?
Why don't you give me a show for the day?
Oh, let's do a show for the day. We'll be back till next time when we find the actual mole. That's the show for the day. Oh, quote for the day is, what is the quote? It is from the Farmer's Almanac. Pretty cool, huh? From the Farmer's Almanac, in every pathway you'll find some puddles. Thank you very much. In the meantime, yeah, puddles. In the meantime, live your passion.
See me right out of the the sunset on the color TV.